Hi everyone, Shannon here with Mixed Media Minnesota. Welcome to my video. So if you thought I forgot about our Bird Waltz little folder book, I didn't. I was just busy with Christmas things. So we're back to this, and I want to try and finish this up. I'm thinking we're not going to get it all done, on video, but we're going to work on it, and then I will come back and show you a flip through of it when it's finished. So if you remember, I want this to be a writing journal. I don't want it to be really fat. I mean, it's just made out of a folder. So we need to get the signature in there. We need to make a couple big cards and tags to put in the pockets. And we need to figure out our closure. So what I was thinking is, on the inside for the very first page in here, I do want one of the scrapbook papers, one of the Bird Waltz papers, and then I'm just going to put coffee dye paper on the rest of them. So I think there's going to be 6 pages, so that will give you 12, 6 on this side, 6 on this side, and then you'd have the front and the back of them. So what, like 24 pages or something. So we go ahead and prepare our papers. Now if I remember right, I want to double check, this was 8 3/4 by 5 3/4. So 5 1/2. I'm going to trim these papers down just a little bit because I don't want them to be sticking out. And we might go ahead and put some lace on them. And that gives us the option to do that without it sticking out too far. This is the one that I chose to put as my first page in my signature because I think, let's see, this here side, it'll be like this. So I think that'll look nice. Just looking at that right there, I think is what I want. I just want to flip through them. This one's a little greener than I thought. So, I mean, the green is fine. I really like that with that. And the inside is fine. And then we'll have our little birds here too. So I think I'm going to change that one. I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down right away. And so I'm going to trim off the branding strip here. Okay, and then so the height is 8 3/4. So I'm just going to cut it at 8 and then by 10. So we have a little bit of wiggle room in there. Okay, so let's see here. Now I'm going to think this so I don't cut the wrong side. The height is going to be at 8. Okay. So what a fun little trim, right? Okay, so 8 and 10 this way. I have to decide which side I want to cut off. Okay, I really like the flower on here, so I think I'm going to go with this side. So if I want to go with that side, I got to flip it over. It doesn't really matter. The whole entire image is pretty. So now if I do this at 10, yes, that's correct. Okay, I cut the flower off. I did. Well, we have more here, so that's a different flower, but isn't that pretty? That'll make a really pretty tag. Okay, anyways, don't get distracted here. So that means I need to cut my coffee dye paper down, and I just picked out a couple of them that are, have images on them, and then the plainer one and a grungier looking one. So I'm going to try and cut them all together, I think. Okay, so we need this side to be 10. Roughly 10. They're bubbly paper, so. Okay, I'm just going to snip them off. Okay, and now 8. So this will just be like a 1/2 inch off this side. Okay. I think that's all we need to cut. So let's go ahead and fold these in half. I'm not going to distress the coffee dyed paper. I'm just going to leave that. But I will distress the blue fern paper. I air dried this coffee paper, and I didn't get a chance to put it under a book or anything yet, but it's Got that really crinkly loud noise. See, I like that noise too. So I hope you guys are all doing good today. This morning I was able to try and organize and clean in my studio a little bit. I was like starting to lose myself in here. It was piled under. I have about 3 projects going at one time, so I have a mess. And I was thinking about packing away, just trying to figure out which side I do want on the front. We're gonna go with, let's see, we're gonna go that way. I was thinking about packing my Christmas stuff away this year, and I'm not going to. I'm going to try to make myself work on Christmas 1 day a week. So that way next year I'll have, you know, a better jump on Christmas. You know, for stock in the Etsy shop and that kind of thing. Otherwise I get really burnt out on it. So that's my plan. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pack all my Christmas stuff and organize it in like Christmas bins and containers and things, so I can, you know, it's going to set out the whole time. So I don't know, I just, that way I know Christmas is in here. I don't mix it in with all of my other stuff. So but we'll see how that goes. You can just never have enough bins and shelves, right? I feel like every time I get a new shelf, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to put on there? And then a week later, it's like, oh, I should have got another one. Okay, so I'm just using vintage photo on this, the Distress ink. I keep saying every time I use it I need to order a new one, but I never remember to. Okay. So let's see here. Now let's put our signature together. I think I'm going to go with a plain one on the first page. So we'll have that. And then we'll go a decorated one. And then we'll go our grungy one. Another plain one. And then I want this one to be the inside of the signature, I think. Okay, so there we have our little signature. Okay, let's make sure that's going to fit in there. Okay, perfect. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to do the signature first, I think, and then we'll do, I think we're going to do eyelets. And then I pulled out this ribbon. If I have enough here, I should have enough. Yeah, I'll just cut these two the same size right now. Okay. And then, do I want to do that before or after? I think let's go ahead and sew the signature in and then do the closures. Okay, so I have my clips here. I know these ones are a little bit of overkill for this book, but I don't need that for that. What do I need? Okay, I need my little tools here. And my book cradle from Crafty Cat USA. Well, she had, I think she has her own website now. I don't think she's on Etsy anymore, but. Okay, so I'm just going to clip these in there, just kind of centering it from top to bottom. And like I said, these clips are a little bit much for this, but they'll work. So when I clip this in there, I'm just pushing in the spine to make sure that it's down in that crease. I want it as tight as I can get it in there. Yeah. One more giant clip for a little book. Okay. Okay, so make sure it's in there, make sure it's the right way, and I did not check if it's directional. That was not very smart, was it? Darn it. Okay, I have to look, otherwise I'll sew it in upside down. Let's see, the book is the right way. I know the copy die doesn't matter, but... And of course I can't tell on that one. Do that before you clip it in, you guys. Do as I say, not as I do. Are you kidding me? There's words on one corner of it, and I don't... Okay, the flowers are the right way here. So, okay, so we were good. Okay, now, sorry about that. I just had to check before we get it sewn in, and then we have to take it apart. I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch on this one. Let's see, and now I just kind of, I'm going to stand up here. I just eyeball the middle, or close to. Okay, then about an inch up from the bottom of the pages and about an inch up from the top. Okay, so there we have our holes, perfect. Okay, and what do I need now? My needle, but some thread probably would be a good idea, right? Just going to use white wax thread, and I just got my wax thread on Amazon. I got a set of, I think, like 5 colors or something. Okay, measure out 3. I always go a little bigger, but 3 lengths of your pages. Here, let's get this needle threaded. Okay. Then this is just how I do it. I know there's other ways and probably right ways to do it. I go down the middle and I go up the bottom. And if you want to learn how to do this and you've never done it before and you're intimidated by it, I suggest starting on a really thin writing book like this. It's a lot easier than a big fat alligator mouth journal. And then I go through the top. And then I go back in the same hole, not going through the thread. And I come up through. Now when I come up through, I try to get my thread on the opposite side of the tail that is from when we first went in. Okay, so get my needle out of there. Now I have one on this side and one on this side of the center string. Give it a little tug. I always flip it over just to make sure that it's snug on there. And give it a little tug. And just knot it 3 times. And that's what I do, and I go the same direction when I wrap the string around twice and pull it, and then on the last one I do the opposite one. Honestly, I don't know if it makes a difference or not. That's what I do. Okay, so we have that, and then I trim my string a little longer than the book in case I want to put charms or something on there. Okay, so let's get this put away here. I have to get better about that, about putting stuff away right away, because otherwise I end up with piles and piles that I have to go through. And if I would have just done it right away in the beginning, it would have been done. So, every time I have to clean around where I film here, I scold myself because I have piles of stuff that should have been put away. Okay, see, we got a nice snug fit in there, and now I just kind of push it down and kind of, I just kind of wiggle it, trying to get that thread worked where it needs to be. Okay, so, isn't that cute? I think it's just adorable. Okay, so let's go ahead. There was the words I was looking for, but I think it's really, really cute. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go ahead and I make sure I'm still recording. My phone's been goofy. Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and put our eyelets in here and our closure on, and I'm going to use white. And I think I'm just going to put one on each side and loop my ribbon through. And then we'll have like a double, I think. Let's see. Okay, where is this? Okay, now I want to measure, and I'm just going to eyeball it here. So I know it's 8 3/4, so I'm going to go about 1, 2, 3, 4, about right there. So let's see. Let's just do it. Making sure that I don't catch the bottom page here. I'm just going to eyeball this. Trying to get it in the center. And I want to go in a little bit with it. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over and I can see that hole. So again, holding down my pages so I don't accidentally punch those as well. I'm just going to try and go straight in, or maybe I can just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right kind of on that line, I think. No. Okay, how'd we do? Good. Okay. So now I just put the eyelet in there. And I don't know if I have this on the right setting. I have to look it up. I always say that and I never remember to. But I mean, I just use this one. So I don't know if it's right or not. And I just give that a pinch. And we have an eyelet. Okay. Same thing on the back. Give that a little pinch. And we have an eyelet. Okay. So I'm just going to put this away, so I don't have to be upset with myself for not doing it. Okay, now find the center of my first ribbon. This is going to be the double ribbon. And I think I go through this way. Let's see. And make a loop and pull these through. Wiggle it around. This ribbon is a little bit tricky here. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing on the back. So find my center, of my ribbon when I fold it in half. Put that up through there. Make a loop. Pull those through. Wiggle it around. Okay, so there we have our closure. Now when we tie it up, just make a tie like you're tying your shoe. Okay, there we go. Cute. I like that. Okay, so now we have to make something for the pockets. Let me put my book cradle here away. Excuse me. Okay, so for the pockets, I'm going to put all my scraps here in my coffee dyed scraps. I'm not going to know what to do with myself if I have a clean desk when I'm done. Okay, so we have our little cutoffs, and now we have to decide. I want to pick one that has, that you can easily write on the back. Like you could easily write on the back of this. Let's see. This one I like, you could. And I do like the colors with it. Let's see, any yellows in there? Okay, and we can do the bird on this one. Let's go ahead and use this one, because you can decorate one side right on the other. However, we're going to try this one, I think. Let me just flip through really quick here. this one would match really well. Is it the same paper? Almost. I'm going to use this one. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I do have a little cutoffs in here too to use for, I'm going to set them aside here, to use for tags or something in our pocket. So we're going to set our book aside, grab our cutter again, and now, okay, so let's see, cut the branding strip off. Okay, now I got to double check on my pockets. Let's see, how big do we want it? Because I don't want to go, I want to go inside of the eyelet. So, let's see. I'm just trying to measure here. So if we make them 4 1/4 by 7 1/4. Let's just go 4 1/4 by 7 1/4. Okay, so 4 1/4 this way is gonna cut my bird right off. Okay, so we're just gonna go, I wonder, I'm just gonna cut the bird where I want, yeah, where I want it to be. And then I'm gonna flip it over and cut 4 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4 by, what did we say, 7 1/4. What's that gonna look like? Yeah, that'll be good, I think. I'm gonna go with 7 1/2. No, I'm gonna go 7 1/4. That's what I said. Okay, what a fun little scrap that is, huh? Okay. So there we have one. Now we're gonna need another one. How wide is this one? So if we went 4 1/4, or we could do, okay, so you can write on the top, so I'm gonna use the top. So let's go 7 1/4 here and get the height. Okay, yeah. And now 4 1/4 is gonna put us, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so we have our 2 big journal cards. I want to make a journal card for in each pocket and then a tag for in each pocket. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and these are going to be our journal cards. So I'm just going to ink these. And I think I do want to go ahead and round the corners on them. So I'm going to do that before I ink. Okay. Next one. I'm so excited this Wednesday. It's supposed to get like 40 degrees. So it's going to be a warm-up. Everybody's going to be wearing their shorts. Okay. A little bit of distress. I will stitch around these probably. Okay, next one. I'm happy the snow missed us the other day. South of us, there was places that got a foot. And we just got, I don't know, maybe like a ½ an inch to an inch. So I'm okay with that. This week I have tons and tons of things I have to try and get done. Christmas shopping, taking my dad shopping. I have little ones, a couple days. Yeah. Christmas party on Wednesday. And we're gonna go and decorate a pine tree by my mom's memorial. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking that we could do little tags out of these cutoffs, because you could write on the back of these, I think. I mean, we could put coffee dye paper on the back, but I don't really think we have to. So let's see, let's decide. We're going to have this tag going this way, and this tag going this way. So I'm just going to take my little template here. Do we want the steep side? Yeah, I think so. Get it lined up here. Try and cover both at one time, but then my papers moved. Oh, okay. Just bear with me here, guys. I just can't get them to line up and move the same, so. Okay, this one is the same thing again. And to this side. I have to find time too to wrap Christmas presents, and oh boy. Okay, let's go ahead and ink these, and then we should be done with the inking part of it. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to do anything with the backs because you can write on those. And the fronts are so pretty, we don't have to do a lot with them. Let's see, and we decided, do we like that in front or do we like that in front? Well, let's look. I think I like that. Or we have that. Yeah, I like this one. So those are going to be our fronts. Okay. So we need to decorate these. Now, I'm just going to grab my ephemera from the Bits and Bobs that come with, they're from Blue Fern Studio here. Let's see, I have it all in a little bin here, so. Just make a little tuck spot or something on there. I like the idea of that being a little tab on there. I think that's cute. Okay, I want to be really quick about this. I don't want this to take too long. So what if we did the same thing with this one on the top? I mean, that works. Okay, I like that up there. We'll put some lace or something behind there. See, if we do a tuck spot there, this little piece can just be in there. I don't like that piece in there. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry if I bumped you there. Okay. Okay, I don't mind that one on there. I think that's cute. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, I do think it's cute on there. Flowers, no, I like that. What if we do put some coffee dyed, or not coffee dyed, some doily somewhere on there. Little birdies here. See, this here one I don't wanna do a lot with that one. No. Oh, we have butterfly there. Okay, now this one. You can hear that. That's a really big airplane. I live right, not too far from Camp Ripley, so I get that every once in a while. And it's like, they sound like they're gonna land on the house. I don't know that I'm gonna do anything else with that one besides maybe a little lace behind there. So I think I like this. Just wondering now if I do want to tuck something behind that one, but I don't think so. Some words. Let's put some words on there. I have that one. This one says, "Come fly with me." Okay, we can put that one on there. Memories. We could do something on there. Moments. Inspire. Let's inspire on there. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, that probably took a long time, but we're just going to start inking and gluing here. I don't think I'm going to ink, or not ink, I don't think I'm going to sew around any of these. I don't want it to get really fat, and the paper is pretty enough, it doesn't need it. So I'm going to grab my art glitter glue, and I do want some little lace snippets I'm going to grab out here. I don't know about that color. I have some blue, some cream colored. Here's another little piece of that. Some little white snippets. Just have a bin over here. There has some sari silk. We might want that to tie on the top of one. Another little strip of ribbon. I gotta dig through all the Christmas stuff in there. Let's see. Okay. We'll just start with this one first. Let's go ahead and put some up here because you'll see that I think above the tag, the blue. Ooh, I think the blue would be really pretty on there. Okay, I'm gonna cut the top of this off. I don't know, maybe I did like the pleat in there better. Let's go ahead and try and just glue it and add a little like kind of bunch it up maybe. Could use our tiny attacher too. Make a disaster is what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to kind of hold that. Now it's really crooked because it's not centered the best, but it'll do, I think. Did I do it too much? Oh, good lord. I glue it to my mat is what I probably did. Okay. Just putting glue on the bottom half of this. And hopefully it'll hold on there. But I know I'm going to have to add some glue. Some more glue under here. That's going to take some holding for a second, so let's see, can I hold and ink? Let's see. Make sure I'm still recording. It does not want to stick. Okay, this I'm just gonna glue right on there. Or do we want any doily or something behind it? Let's see. We have a doily here. Actually, it's two. Yeah, not too bad. I had another art glitter glue bottle that was like a fourth, and so I put it in this one, and this one was almost empty, and I don't know, I just want to use every last drop of it, and it's winter time, so I can't order. I mean, I do have more, but I can't, if I run out, I can't order more until spring because they don't ship it in the winter. Okay, we're just going to call that one good for right now. So I'm going to set that one aside. And then we're going to go to this one. We're going to ink that butterfly. Glue just the bottom half of it. And I'm not going to try and put lace under that. Okay. Okay, I like this. I'm just going to tip this up and put a little glue right on there so I can kind of hold its spot. Ink this. going to cover up that birdie, but that's okay. I'm just going to glue this on. I'm not doing tuck spots or anything else. I'm just going to glue it. May be the day that we get a new art clear glue open. Add a little bit of more glue behind the doily here. And there we have another one. Okay. So the tags, let's see. I'm not going to glue this on there just yet. I'm just going to set it up there because I know this tag was behind. Yeah, I'm okay with it hanging off a little bit there. Okay, now where are we going to do like a tuck here? Yes. So I'm just going to glue these 3 sides. Oof. Ink this. This one we're not going to glue. This is just going to tuck in there. I'm not going to tuck it in there just yet because that glue is still wet. Actually, I can see it puking out of there. This one I can glue. Do we want... I never think lace top has a glue on there. I think so. So we're gonna grab some, and it's not straight on there. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Just a little snippet of lace behind it. Okay. I shouldn't have glued the top of that, should have I? Well, that's okay. Now this is gonna be behind that, and so I can glue all but this corner and all but this top wing. We're gonna try that. There, I like that. Okay, so we have that, and we have one more here. This one I can go ahead and ink and glue up there. I like that up there. It's barely hanging on here by a little strand of, or a little piece of paper. It's connected tiny bit. I'll glue that down. Okay, how did I have this now? Oh, it's gonna go right there. And I need to wipe the glue off the back because I know I put glue on there. Okay. Give you a little distress. I feel like I'm like flying here trying to hurry. Yes, I think so. Everything's sticking to me. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We'll move our stuff out of the way here, and then we'll see how we did. Okay, my hands are filthy. I'm trying to rub some of that off so I don't get glue and distress ink all over our little book. Okay, so there we have that. Now, we have our tags here, and let's see. I think we're going to put that one in there. And then I think we're going to put this one in front of that. I like that. And then, let's see, this one in here. I'm thinking I probably will. Well, no, I'm not going to. Never mind. Okay, so get our strings out the bottom here. I wonder if there's any little tiny things we could glue on there. Here we have a feather, and we have, let's see, we have that. There are two of these, they fit together. They do. Do I possibly have another feather? I think there might have been only two, and I used the other one in here already. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and distress these little stamps. I'm going to distress this too, just in case we decide to use this somehow. Okay, so we can always add both of them, you know what I mean? Put them both in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to just put Fabri-Tac on one side. I'm going to try and get it all over the place here. Okay, now I have to decide how far I want it to, like right there, and then flip it over and place this one on top of it. Try to line it up. And hold that on there. It slid over a little bit on me. Okay, do we want the little feather on there? I don't think so. We're not going to use the feather. Okay, so when that's dry, that'll hang out at the bottom. I don't know if I like that or not. Maybe we should have moved it up. Okay, here we go. We're going to see if we can wreck it. I'm just going to slide it up so it's inside. And then I have to cut these off because they're all icky full of glue. Okay, I will like that much better. Hanging on the inside, not at the bottom. Okay, so there we have it. I think it's finished. I'm not going to worry about the spine at all because you can't even tell the string is there. So I don't need lace on there, and the back is just fine. So we open it up, and someone can add a picture or anything they want on there. You could journal on it, and then we have some coffee dyed paper in there. our little postage stamp on the center strings, the other side of the coffee dyed paper, page or pocket, got a little tag in there, and our journal card. I think it turned out really, really cute. And how fun was that? And this side's tag and a little journal card. And then we tie that up in a cute little bow. I'm not the cutest little bow maker, but yeah, you get the idea. There we go. There's our little Bird Waltz folio folder kind of thing. Journal, writing journal. I was going to add lace on the end of them. I don't know if I need to. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. That was fun. I'm probably going to put this up in my Etsy shop in the next couple days. So if you're interested in it, just keep an eye on that. Mixed Media Minnesota on Etsy. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.